Hello and welcome to week 1 of 2017. This covers the week of 2nd of October to the 8th. Due to some copyright issues my last video had, this is probably not going to have any visuals from the episodes or any trailers. It might have some images, well that's about it. I'm going to try and sort something out, see what I can do to get around that while still having some interesting visuals. But as YouTube goes, there's not really much I can do right now, so we'll see what happens, but I hope you stick by and see you go. Without any further ado, let's go on to the first day, Tuesday. I started this week with Black Clover, and honestly it was quite a disappointing one. The sound and animation were really good, but the main characters, Asta and Juno, were just not likable characters. Asta's super annoying and kind of cringy, and Juno was just a dick and a show-off. Like, these are characters that you're supposed to be following for I don't know how many episodes, but I'm supposed to be interested in them and support them, and I just don't think I can right now. I'm just hoping the next couple of episodes really improve that aspect, because right now I'm just not going to enjoy it and I'm not going to finish it. I'm told Asta gets less screamy later on. I haven't heard anything about Juno being a dickhead less later on. Maybe he just stays that way. Maybe I can deal with it if Asta actually becomes a nice and likable character, but it doesn't seem to be that way so far, and I don't want to have to wait 6-7 episodes for them to be good characters. They're just not good. It's really disappointing because it's supposed to be anime of the bloody season, and right now it's junk. But you have to see where it goes. I'm going to give it a couple more episodes, and if that doesn't work, well then, I'm out. And up next we have Irae, which was technically episode 0. So from my understanding, it was mostly for the novel readers versus actual people who are watching anime, because it made no goddamn sense. It was, you had Reinhardt who was doing something and then suddenly got magical powers and beat the shit out of people with other magical powers, and they were like the 3 Valkyries who for some reason were there in Nazi Germany, and at the beginning there was the guy who was on top of the tower. I'm not really sure what was going on, to be honest, but gladly in a way. It was meant for bloody manga readers, otherwise that would have been a really bad start. So next week apparently things would start to make sense, or next episode. So I hope that does actually happen, because while it was certainly interesting, it was very confusing and not in the good way, so I hope it improves, but we'll have to see how it goes. It's maybe worth skipping this episode if you were interested in Irae a little bit, and maybe wait until episode 1 comes along, because there wasn't really much there. It was just confusing. So if you're interested in Irae, wait until episode 1 comes out. Up next we got Just Because, which is a high school drama anime. In this first episode we got to meet the transfer student and all the other ones, but we didn't really get a lot of information about them other than the transfer student who went to school with one of the other students who I've forgotten the name of, and basically they started doing baseball training together and had this whole backstory thing going on about how in the past they talked a lot and they tried to stay in touch but didn't, because it doesn't work that way. I'm pretty sure we've all had real life examples and experience with that sort of thing. And then everything else has a really own thing going on, like how the photograph club is going to get shut down because they got like no members, so that one of the students wants to save them. Then there was the music club, which not much really happened with them. And there was the school, well, the previous president, student president, I would assume. I'm not actually sure what was going on with them really. It was It was alright. It was quite a lot for actually a first episode. It's kind of hard to summarize, and it was mostly the two students with the baseballs, but I want to see where it goes. I think it might be something a bit seems light on the surface, but as the episodes do go on, it certainly will be something that might have an emotional impact on a lot of people. I'm not one to get easily emotionally affected by TV shows and sorts. It might, but I'm interested to see where it goes and see if it can actually, get a tear out of me or something. And another one on Tuesday was Juuni Taisen. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong still. And I actually really enjoyed this one. It was much better than Black Clover was. This episode showed us all 12 characters, but didn't show us a lot about them. But it did focus on one backstory of the boar. I've forgotten their real names, to be honest. I'll learn them eventually. And it wasn't one of those sympathy backstories. It was one that made you hate the character. And a lot of people did end up hating the character. She convinced her sister to commit suicide. At least that's what's suggested. You actually get to see it, but I'm pretty sure it happened. She at least appears to die at the end of the episode, or get taken by that necromancer, the bunny one. I like the idea of every episode being one character's backstory and then a bit of present day sort of thing, but I'm just hoping they don't all die at the end of each episode, otherwise it's going to be super predictable and super boring that way. It's really a surprise to me because I didn't really have high expectations for this one. I seem to be the only one who didn't, but it's proven me wrong so far, and certainly seems like something I want to see until the end, provided that predictability does not happen. Total, yeah, I would say watch it if you haven't started already. Sorry about spoilers. And for Thursday we have Kino Tabi, or Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World. So episode 1 is called A Country Where People Can Kill Others, and from the title you would probably expect a lot of killing, but actually there was only one death, which was the person you meet at the beginning of the episode, who was a total dickhead. What a surprise. I think I saw that one coming quite a mile away, and I think a lot of people probably did. It was quite peaceful. It kind of had those moments of quite darkness to it, kind of like, it wasn't as light-hearted as I expected, considering the main character is carrying around guns and going around saying he's prepared to kill people, and then spending every morning practicing his quick draw. Much darker than I expected. It's not super dark, it's not edgy, it's still decently light-hearted. It doesn't look like it's going to be any overarching story throughout the entire series. It was very condensed. It's definitely going to be, well, I think it's going to be each episode being the 3-day journey each time. It seemed from the first episode it's going to fit pretty well. So basically you start out, he comes into the city, he finds out that people can get killed there without any lawful repercussion, and then when he enters the city he finds it's actually quite peaceful. He still practices his quick draw each morning like I said, and then on his final day the guy from the start of the episode finds him and then threatens to kill him and steal him for everything he's got. And then the whole town comes together and murders the dickhead. Because not prohibited does not mean permitted, as said in the episode. At least that's what Crunchyroll translated it to. I think it was pretty good. Like I said, it's following the trend of the ones I wasn't expecting much from are the better ones, and the ones I had high expectations for are not doing so well in their first episode. And this one follows the trend I was not expecting a lot, and it was pretty decent. If you like the bit more slower, bit more dialogue than actual action, this is definitely for you. And the visuals were really nice. Definitely that part in the quite near the start, it was the grass was swaying and we had the whole field showing. It was quite a beautiful scene, very well animated as well. I think the most interesting character is probably the bike. I'm actually kind of disappointed it didn't have like a comedic mouth. I was hoping for like a comedic mouth on a bike, but no, it just speaks from the engine, which is kind of slightly disappointing. But then again, with the style it's kind of got, it would be kind of stupid and probably take away from the more serious tone it's trying to go for. So it's probably for the best they didn't do that. Other than that, we had to find out why it's 3 days. Basically, some other traveler told him, and we get a little bit about the main character, Kino. Yeah, he's very reserved. He doesn't say much, at least on camera. Although we do find out he tells the old man quite a few of his stories. And then the bike, we don't really know much about, but it doesn't seem to be anything too special because nobody really questioned the talking bike. So I'm just wondering if it's a regular thing or if Kino's famous, but then again, people didn't really seem to recognize him. So I'm curious to why that is. I'm hoping we'll find out later. If not, season 2. Or I'll just go Google it because I'm pretty sure this is a remake, so maybe it was explained in the original. But I like this one quite a bit, and I think anybody who hasn't watched it should probably go watch it, even if you have been spoiled right now. It's really good. I really liked it. So, yeah. On to next. Also on Tuesday was Osake Fuufu. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong again. Still, like I said, we're gonna pronounce it as Osake, and that's just it. It's only 3 minutes long, but it's actually quite a good 3 minutes. We learned about his wife not liking drinking in public with co-workers and friends because she can't hold her drink for shit. Her husband, however, enjoys her drinking at home because she's all like loose and loving on him. And that's all that the 3 minutes really covered, but it was actually quite a bit for 3 minutes. Luckily they didn't try and like stick like a 20-second like opening and ending in there, otherwise that would have been just a bit too ridiculous for its runtime. And we did learn quite a bit about our characters in that time. It's certainly something that if you do enjoy those kind of like mini-sode sort of things, you can certainly dedicate 3 minutes to it each week. It doesn't even have to be on when it comes out. You just, oh look, I've got 3 minutes, let me watch this, and that's it. Definitely, if you can instantly stream it from your phone or something, certainly I'm going to finish it because it's 3 minutes each week. I got enough time for that. I got more than enough time for that for how much I watch. Yeah, it was pretty decent. It's not really going to be like any major story. It's probably just going to be each week, how does she deal with her drink? I'm not complaining. Sounds like it could have some funny moments. It's worth watching the whole thing, see how it goes. It might turn out to be really good. I'm enjoying it. You guys might as well. And up next is Ousama Game, better known as the English version, the King's Game. It was alright. So we basically have the main character who has already experienced the King's Game and he's the only one to survive. He's forced to kiss a girl. He tries to deny her, so they both get killed and he doesn't have to play again. But unfortunately, she kisses him right before midnight. Then when he realizes other people are all dying, he tries to go around everybody else to tell them what's going on, but they accuse him of killing people. And then one of the people, I've forgotten which task they had, they just randomly failed their task from the appearance of it and died. Then we get a list, well, during a segment we get quite a lot of lists of other people's tasks to fill out, and a lot of them just seem like the creators' perverted fetishes to be animated for the whole world to see. There was feet licking, chest touching. There was just pure sex in there as well, so I think we're gonna get sexy at some point. So yeah, like I said, it just seems like some perverted man's wish to just have people do what he likes. Maybe we'll get a bit more gruesome later, but as we got kissing, lick, feet licking and boob touching and just straight up sex. It doesn't seem like it's going to be anything interesting and just some fan service and edginess. I don't think I'm going to finish this one, to be honest, but I'll give it a few more episodes, see if it actually gets a bit more gruesome, a bit more maybe philosophical. I'm not pronouncing that right, that's too long. But it really wasn't that good. I wanted it to be good as well, so I'm actually kind of disappointed. It seems to be this way, the ones I wanted to be good are not, and the ones I was thinking, actually seem to be quite decent so far. Like, just because I didn't expect much, and I got a bit more than I expected from it, I should say. So, certainly seems to be the opposite way around.